Today we will be learning about Gordon Moore. Okay, children? This is the company which you have already guessed. It is Intel Corporation. It's the manufacturer of the semiconductor company. Okay, Intel Corporation is an American multinational corporation and technology company heads in Santa Clara, California, in Silicon Valley. It is the world's largest and highest valued semiconductor chip manufacturer company, children. And you can see here some turbines. Okay, what is a turbine? It is a device that harnesses the kinetic energy and turns this into the rotational motion of the device. Okay, the devices like engines, electronic generators, which are used even in aeroplanes. Okay, so let's learn about who is the founder of this company. Okay, and why this picture? This is the, as you all,
And because in laptops we have Intel.
okay, and what do we have inside it?
Chip, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Microprocessor. Okay, so what is a microprocessor? Okay, all these devices have in it. So Intel manufactures the microprocessor. A microprocessor is an electric component that is used by the computer, okay, for its work. Okay, it is the main thing, the CPU, okay, on a single integrated circuit containing millions of very small components, including transistors, resistors, and diodes. So mainly, Intel has as a very good design and information of manufacturing these microprocessors. The main thing in that is the transistor. So millions of transistors are used and integrated to design this microprocessor. Okay, so these are the transistors. And what is a transistor? A transistor is a semiconductor device, okay, used to amplify or switch electronic signals and electrical power. Transistors are more of the basic building blocks of today's modern electronics, children. You can see it in any electronic device. It is composed of a semiconductor material used which at least have three terminals for connection, okay, to the external circuit. So the person who invented Intel, he has invented the first transistor as well for the computer. So let's further learn more about it. So this is the microprocessor, which is inbuilt in the motherboard of the computer and which has millions of these transistors integrated in it. Okay, so this is the microprocessor. Clearly you can see, and the transistors that are inbuilt in this electronic circuit. Okay, so the person is Gordon Earl Moore, founder. He is the co-founder actually of the Intel Corporation. Why? What? Anyone has any idea about what do you mean by Intel? I will only tell. Intelligence information. So they named it in that way. Initially, it was called as NM Electronics in 1968. Later, it was named as Intel Corporation. So Gordon Moore was born on January 3rd, 1929, and he's 92 years old. Moore is the co-founder of Intel. Moore has helped shape the modern world and create the base technology platform that the majority of the world uses, whether it's Linux, Windows, or any other operating system software, children. So he has contributed more to this world. Today, we all are connected so comfortably virtually using our cell phones, our tabs, and desktops, laptops. So the main part, which is the microprocessor, which calculates all the logic for the computer, so that he is the main person in it. And let's learn about him today. So he always wishes to call himself a accidental entrepreneur. Why? Because he says there is such a thing as a natural born entrepreneur, whereas he considers himself as accidental entrepreneur. He's not a naturally born entrepreneur, he says. But the accidental entrepreneur like me has to fall into the opportunity or to be pushed into it. So there's a lesson for us to learn from this, that sometimes when you are at the right place and the right opportunity, and when you are utilizing your time perfectly well, so you might end up being somewhere on top. So that is what happened to him. So let's learn about him. A small video for you to see.
This program was produced by the Chemical Heritage Foundation. Our mission is to collect, preserve, and make known the history of chemistry, chemical engineering, and related sciences and technologies.
The semiconductor technology has been the key to modern electronics. It's changed the way the world works. This is all because this powerful technology has allowed us to make more and more complex and high-performing circuits. They're the basis of everything electronic we have, unprecedented in anything in human history. They were the key product that make computers relatively ubiquitous. Places that were completely isolated previously now are connected to the rest of the world. And of course, it's the technology that has enabled all of these internet applications that consume people today.
This is the story of the man behind this revolution. He's a chemist, visionary technologist, accidental entrepreneur, self-made billionaire, and philanthropist for the world. His childhood passion for chemistry led him to the path that forever changed the world we live in.
I'm Gordon Moore. I've spent most of my career in the semiconductor industry. From the beginning, when silicon transistors were a rarity, to the point now where they're ubiquitous, I've enjoyed every minute of it. My first
Okay, so you can watch that video also later, children. There's a detailed information about him. And he told something, a word he said, that he had a passion for study. So I want you all to give your 100% in whatever you do. Okay, so let's learn further about him. Gordon Earl Moore is an American businessman, engineer, and a co-founder and chairman emeritus, which is he's retired now from Intel Corporation. He is also the author of Moore's Law. We'll learn about that law in the coming slides. He was born on 3rd January 1929. He's 92 years old, and he resides at San Francisco, California, United States. His wife's name is Betty Moore, and he has children, Stephen Moore and Kenneth Moore. And we will further learn about many awards that he received. The main one is the National Medal of Technology and Innovation. So he had passion for chemistry, children. He attended Sequoia High School in Redwood City, and later he moved to the University of California. There he completed his bachelor's degree in chemistry in 1950, and in September 1950 he got enrolled to the California Institute of Technology. So, and then later at Caltech, he completed his PhD in chemistry and minored also in physics. Okay, Moore conducted postdoctoral research at the Applied Physics Laboratory at Johns Hopkins University. Okay, and then later his career regarding the scientific career, he first joined the Fairchild Semiconductor Laboratory there. And then, due to some reasons, 8 of them, the colleagues, they moved out of that company. And then later, he and Robert Noyce, Gordon Moore and Robert Noyce, they started a company named NM Electronics, which is called now the Intel Corporation. So Moore served as executive vice president until 1975, and then later he became the president and also the chairman and chief executive officer, CEO position also he was holding. Under Noyce and Moore, and later there's one more person, Andrew Grove. Intel has pioneered new technologies in the area of computers. As you can see, they have developed so many devices, and earlier the computers were very huge and big. So because of their innovation, design and technology, now we are using very minute or portable devices. So this is the first microprocessor, the world's first commercial microprocessor, which is called Intel's 4004, 1971. It was introduced, and it has nearly 2,200 transistors inbuilt in it. Okay, so that started the revolution of personal computers as well. The smaller the chip, the more portable the devices were. So Moore's law, he predicted that in more years to come, every year or maybe in 2 years, the usage of transistors, as you can see in the video, that the transistors were used like the sand. Okay, so the development of transistors increased. That's what he predicted much earlier. And uh, Carl Mead has told that he has labeled this as Moore's law. Okay, so this prediction has become a target for the miniaturization of the semiconductor industry. So the smaller the device, the more inbuilt in it and the more portable the devices were. Okay, not only this, he has achieved many awards. As you can see here, children, President George H.W. Bush Award as well for his seminal leadership in bringing American industry the two major post-war innovations he has done. Okay, and then also he was inducted as a fellow of the Computer History Museum for his fundamental early work in the design and production of semiconductor devices as co-founder of Fairchild and Intel, both the companies. Not only that, he is a philanthropist. Who is a philanthropist? The person who gives his talents, time for humankind and for the betterment of the world. That person will be called the philanthropist. So he and his wife established Gordon and Betty Moore Foundation, and then through the foundation they initially targeted environmental conservation science and the San Francisco Bay Area. why that you will know in the next slide. He has he more is an avid fisherman and actively pursues any type of fishing. So not only studies, he has passion for this as well. He has extensively traveled the world, catching species from the black marlin to rainbow trout. He has said his conservation efforts are partly inspired by his interest in fishing and his time spent outdoors. So there's much to learn from him. That's all for today. Thank you, Jim.